Speed records were big news in the 1920s and 1930s in the air, on the ground, and on the sea. Among the daring fellows who were pushing the envelope was David Abbott "Ab" Jenkins, whose exploits got the attention of Roy Faulkner, president of Duesenberg, who offered to build a special race car for Jenkins' use in 1935. Working out of a lean-to garage behind the factory, Augie Duesenberg himself supervised the modification of a short wheelbase SJ chassis and the preparation of two special 390 horsepower supercharged Doozy engines. The car was amazing on the salt. New records on the Bonneville 10-mile oval included 152.1 miles per hour for 1 hour run and 135.47 miles per hour for 24 hours. Now, that last record saw the car travel 3,523 miles. On its final lap, the Duesenberg Special went past the timing stand at a blazing 160 miles per hour, and the car quickly earned the name the Mormon Meteor, the tip of the hat to the car's speed and Jenkins' Mormon faith. Automodello has just released this stunning curbside 1/24th scale resin model of the car in its Pebble Beach winning configuration. Now, there are dozens, if not hundreds, of photos of this restoration in magazines and on the web, and Automodello's model matches them perfectly. While 1935 photos appear to show a cast iron header and the tailpipe bending up slightly just behind the cockpit, the model is exactly as seen in current photos. The big, heavy resin body is literally flawless, with deeply yet finely engraved panel lines, crisp louvers and scoops, and rivet head detail all placed as they are on the real car. Automodello's high-gloss paint is among the best we've ever seen on a model. Taking into account all the variables and the fact that Automodello had access to the actual car, we're betting their colors are right all the way down to the body-colored ring in the plated hubcap. All of the trim is done with either chrome-plated or photo-etched parts, including the delicate Duesenberg mascot, the segmented hood hinge, a hand-operated wiper, and a couple dozen scale-sized screw heads. Add to that the chrome Ab Jenkins script on the cowl and the big photo-etched Duesenberg letters on the right side of the hood, all carefully bent to conform to the manifold bulge. Cockpit detail is just as complete, with dark red upholstery wearing a very realistic sheen and a patterned faux rubber floor mat. Individual pedals are mounted correctly, and the plated shift and brake levers are there too. The Meteor's instrument panel wears gauges with plated bezels and legible faces. Above it is a thin, clear windshield, and out front the Meteor's single Cyclops headlight, set low into the car's sloped grille, has an accurately fluted lens. Aside from the Meteor's front axle, there's no chassis detail, but that would have been covered by the full-length belly pan anyway. There haven't been a lot of new 1/24th scale models lately, and Automodello's Mormon Meteor is as accurate and beautifully made a replica on display as any we've seen in this scale. Now, as one of the most significant and widely publicized Duesenbergs ever built, and a beautiful car in its own right, it's one of many historically important, not to mention drop-dead gorgeous replicas we hope to see. Automodello is clearly onto something very, very good, and this model is very highly recommended. For Diecast X, I'm Joe Kelly Jr. We'll see you on the shelves.